Hey, Teacher Thoughts here, coming at you with another video. We're going to go ahead and move our newest Venus flytrap, which is this guy right here. We're going to move him out to the Ag Teacher Thoughts greenhouse studio. So he's out here to hang out now. And one of the things about having a greenhouse when the door is open is you get a lot of insects in here. And of course, this is a carnivorous plant, so it's only logical that we take advantage of some of the fall flies to do a live feeding of our Venus flytrap. So this is the trap I'm going to use here. I'm going to try to be able to maneuver a fly in there. I've got my, where they are, got my hemostats to grab those because it's hard to grab them and get a finger in there. With fly traps, they do have 3 trigger hairs on either side of the fly trap pad. Okay, so they're in here. They're really hard to see. There's one right there, and then there's a couple more on each side. The fly traps are very, very ingenious in how they work, in that you can't just hit 1 trigger hair and make it go. It has to hit 2. And then it causes a reaction in the leaf that allows it to close. Now, a fly trap has developed a system to fly traps develop a system to combat false triggers. So after it's been triggered once and it closes, it has to be triggered again in order for it to close all the way and seal around any potential insect. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put one in there and see what we can see. See if we can see it trigger. And then I don't think we'll be here long enough to be able to see it trigger twice and close up around the plant, but we will check on them tomorrow. So let me see if I can find our first fly, and we're literally going to use flies in our fly trap. If I can capture one with the hemostats. Okay, couldn't find a fly, but I did find just like a regular bug. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can trigger some of those hairs. Oh, there we go. There we go. That was quicker. So there is a bug in there, and he's got to crawl around and trigger those hairs again for it to close tighter. So it's going to wait for a little bit, and it leaves itself open just a little bit to allow that insect to crawl around if he's in there. And I think I got him in there. Maybe I didn't. Oh. Okay, well, maybe I didn't get him in there. Okay, we're going to try again. I can't tell you how hard it is to catch a Venus fly, or a fly for a Venus flytrap, and not kill the fly. Okay, so we've got a fly on here. Oh, I think it's slightly out of focus. There we go. Okay, I'll put that fly in the trap. Ah! Okay. Got him again. Let's try this again. We're going to try... I'll get that trap out of the water. I'm going to try this trap here. I'm going to try this trap. There we go. I had to kind of assist on this one. You can see the little fly in there, a little fly buddy. Now he's going to move around in there and trigger that trap again, and that's going to trigger it to, and signal it to that it's got a live capture, and it's going to close all the way up in there. Now the fly trap that I have had outside, which is our little buddy that we've had all year, that one seems to be really good at collecting earwigs. So that seems to be what it, earwigs are pretty prevalent here, and yeah, you can see the trap is closed tighter. And it's going to slowly move that insect down. So from the top down here, it'll move it down there, and hopefully it'll digest it. Now, this one we triggered earlier has closed even tighter. So it without a flashlight, I can't really tell. It may actually have a bug inside of it too. So we're going to see if I can capture a few more flies or other insects, and we'll do a couple more captures on these. I would love to just let it naturally catch them. I may try to do that tonight and put it up next to one of the lights and turn the light on and see what happens. But right now, I think this is the only way I can get them to actually go in. It is so hard to actually catch a fly with a pair of hemostats without killing them. I think I've killed like 4 flies trying to just capture them. So we're going to keep doing that and see if we can get another one. And we'll do one more capture on here. And then we may have to resort to coming back later tonight and just letting it feed underneath one of the lights and see if we can get something to do that. But they're gonna live in here for now. So I've got the water dishes for both of them, and then let's kind of zoom out. There's our original. There's our tray with the seedlings. This is one I got, and the reason the leaves are so long on this is Home Depot doesn't believe in grow lights over their indoor plant area, so this guy was in there. He was stretching. He was really struggling. Can't believe I had to pay full price for that. That was 13 bucks, which is way too much. But down here, what it's sitting on is the container that we're going to turn over this weekend, and we will actually turn that into our container that we're going to grow these carnivorous plants in. So they're going to grow in this, and I'm going to try to get some sundews and some other things and put them in there, and we will start doing some carnivorous plants. I think it's kind of fun. It's not anything I've ever really been successful before at, so having a chance to be successful is pretty exciting for me. So we'll see where that goes. Okay, put you back down here, and we'll try to do another capture and see where we go with that. Here, focus on that leaf. Well, I went ahead and I think I did a capture not on film, but I moved these 2 traps close together. Yeah, I think I missed that last capture, so let's see if we can find one more. See if we can find one more insect to put in there. And then we're going to have to wrap it up, but we'll come back later tonight and we'll put this guy here underneath one of the lights and let it do some live captures on its own. We'll do like a time lapse or something. This is the other one that I did a capture. Apparently I had everything paused, so I missed it, but there's a bug in that one. A true bug, not a fly, but a true bug. So let's move this back over towards that one, and we'll try to do another capture in there. See if I can find another bug. I'm not going to do... There's plenty of spiders, but I don't want to do spiders because they're beneficial in the greenhouse. I know there's a big fuzzy spider down over here, but I don't want him. I've got a bunch of hunter spiders, jumper spiders in here, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, that's that fly. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. You can kind of see the silhouette there of the fly. There's his body and his legs. He's been buzzing. I'll leave it on that while I try to catch the next one. All right. Got another bug. See if we can get him in focus. It's a true bug. I'm going to put this one in this trap. Okay, here we go. There's another insect in that one. So again, he's got to move around, so it's got to be triggered twice in like 20 minutes for it to be a successful capture. So there we go. There is another live capture. Pretty cool. I really like Venus flytraps. We'll leave it down here. So they are in the shade. I mean, the greenhouse is, I think it's over 100 again, but they're sitting in water, so they should be okay. But I really do love these. They're an interesting plant. There are a few other plants that actually move fast enough for you to be able to see them, then I'm going to have on my list of plants to get. One of the ones I really want to see is the signal plant, and it's one that kind of it like waves its leaves as it's going. So I'll try to get one of those. We're probably going to run out of room in the greenhouse for everything that I want to get. But hey, if we get a successful enough channel, maybe we'll put in a bigger greenhouse and we'll get to have more plants. So we can talk about kind of why the Venus flytraps catch insects. It's because they tend to live in environments that are very nutrient poor. So they're actually absorbing their nutrients through their traps rather than through their roots. And kind of when I was going through this guy over here, this partner one, if you look at the video where I say Venus flytraps have bulbs, it really didn't have very good roots at all. They were very, very poor in structure, which was kind of a surprise to me. So yeah, that was a surprise, which, you know, it kind of makes sense, but I expected some sort of root structure to it, but it didn't really have anything at all. So it's still alive though, and you can still hear that fly. He's still buzzing away. Yeah, right down there. You can kind of see him moving. That's the trap he's in. But anyway, love Venus flytraps. Like I said, we'll try to get some pitcher plants possibly, and maybe some sundews of some kind. I'll see if I can get some of those shipped in, hopefully before winter starts, and then we'll add them to our plant collection. So as usual, I thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. As you can see from the sweat running down my face, it is rather warm in here, which is okay. Our plants are accustomed to that. But I think this is going to wrap it up. So I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you share this video with your plants. Curl up with a bowl of popcorn and a little bit of fertilizer for your plant and enjoy the videos. Ag Teacher Thoughts out.